Hello, my name is Jessica Roberts, and I am a sophomore at Pearl River Community College. To quote William Shakespeare, "What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name still smell as sweet." Sound symbolism is the theory that the meaning of a word is in part influenced by the sounds which comprise it. It covers multiple different rhetorical devices and experimental applications, all based on the idea that humans create words non-arbitrarily. Finding ways to communicate ideas effectively, both in my personal writings and as it applies to my degree path in marketing, made me interested in studying sound symbolism in more depth. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I would like to discuss with you the history of sound symbolism, its use in marketing, and the controversy of sound symbolism. First, let's look at sound symbolism's usage throughout history. According to Richard Klink in the article Creating Brand Names with Meaning, Use of Sound Symbolism was first suggested by Plato in his work, Cratylus. Plato proposed that certain letter sounds came with inherent meanings and associations. This idea of a link between the meaning of a word and the sounds within it created a base from which sound symbolism would evolve. Sound symbolism as a theory took off in the early 1900s with the work of Wolfgang Kohler, who created the famous Malma-Takate effect. According to Konstantina Mogototi in the article Action-Sound-Shape Congruencies Explain Sound Symbolism, participants guessed that the made-up word malama was the name of a rounded shape, while they guessed that takate was the name of an angular shape. This idea would go through several different iterations over the years and eventually inform the creation of the also famous Kiki-Boba effect, which works under the same principle. In the case of Kiki-Boba, Kiki is a made-up word that is presumed to be an angular shape, while boba is presumed to be the name of a rounded shape. Secondly, let's discuss its use in marketing. Sound symbolism has found a foothold in marketing as it can potentially help communicate various attributes of a product through the name alone. Brands may use a vast array of sound symbolism principles in order to create a certain feeling or an association within a consumer. One of the things that they may use is, surprisingly, onomatopoeia, which is a type of sound symbolism, as the meaning of an onomatopoeia is directly linked to how it sounds. For instance, the onomatopoeia kaboom is meant to emulate the sound of an explosion while also representing it in word. This is the case for any onomatopoeia, including things like tick or click or clop. According to a Berkeley linguistics study, Pokemonikers, the use of sound symbolism in Pokemon names, there was correlation found between the sounds within a Pokemon's name and various designed attributes such as the weight of that Pokemon, the height, and various battle stats. This demonstrates the usage of sound symbolism in the naming of a fictional thing in order to communicate that thing's qualities. Surprisingly, this is not the only study to link sound symbolism in Pokemon, as Pokemon is a franchise that hosts a vast array of characters who are first designed in name and physically, while being translated into various languages and still retaining their core themes and components. Thirdly, what are the controversies of using sound symbolism? It is generally accepted that the sounds within the words in any language are all arbitrary. However, sound symbolism is completely based on the idea that words are created non-arbitrarily. They need to be subject to some higher rule or law than just one person's discretion. Despite all of the research into sound symbolism, it's not entirely clear whether or not it's viable. The question of sound symbolism comes down to one of arbitrarity, and there are a few schools of thought. If sounds are chosen arbitrarily, then sound symbolism falls apart. If sounds are chosen non-arbitrarily, then sound symbolism has a basis. This is the binary approach. However, there is a third, more commonly used in marketing approach. Examine every word on a case-by-case basis for the presence of sound symbolism. Experiment and see what works. In conclusion, sound symbolism is a term that covers multiple ideas, applications, and stances. Though sound symbolism is an old idea, It's taken off in the last 150 years with application as a rhetorical device and in experimental usages in both marketing and design. Despite the research into sound symbolism, it's a controversial idea. While there's a debate whether rose by any other name would still smell as sweet, there's more to the question, what's in a name that first meets the ear? Thank you.